Good evening everyone and welcome back to our channel. I am Twinkle Quatra from IME Law College and currently a legal intern at Lexis and Company, and today I am going to tell you about maintenance under Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, and I have already done 2 videos on adoption. You can watch that to understand what is adoption or what is the concept of adoption. And now in this video I will tell you what is the concept of maintenance. So what is maintenance? Basically it is the necessity of life that has if someone provides you with necessity of life, that means that person is giving you maintenance, and mainly it is given by father or a husband. And for a clear definition, you should go through section 3 of the act. It says that if maintenance include all the things, that is food, clothing, shelter, medical treatment or education facilities, and if you are maintaining an unmarried daughter, then it is your duty to maintain her till her marriage, and her day-to-day basic necessities should be fulfilled by you. So it section 3 states maintenance, and to understand maintenance more, let's just come to section 18, which starts maintenance, or from which the maintenance section has been started. So section 18 say maintenance of a wife. So any Hindu wife is liable, or she can claim maintenance till her lifetime from a husband before or after the commencement of this act. And second clause says that if that wife wants to be separate, and then also she is liable to claim maintenance. And if she wants to separate from her husband, it doesn't mean that she have to file a divorce case. In that case, there are 6 provisions that are given under this section, on the basis of which she can live separately and can maintenance and can claim maintenance. First is that if that her husband abandoned her without any reasonable cause. Second is that if that husband treats her with cruelty, and in the mind of the wife, the image of the husband is that the person is harmful and she cannot live with her now him sorry. And third is that if that husband has abandoned a Hindu religion and has been converted to any other religion. Fourth is that if that husband is living with any other wife. And fifth is that if that husband is living with any concubine in that house, which where that wife lives, or any other house. And if any last is that if there are any justifiable reason given by the wife, and the court will be if the court will be satisfied, then she can claim separation and maintenance. But clause third of this section 18 says that if that wife is unchaste or has been abandoned Hindu religion and has been converted to any other religion, then she will be not liable to claim maintenance, as well as she will not be liable for the separation. So now section 19 says maintenance of widow daughter-in-law. So I have told you that Hindu wife is liable to claim maintenance for till her lifetime, and if her husband dies, then also she can claim maintenance from her father-in-law. But if she can claim maintenance from her father-in-law only when she is not able to maintain herself from her earning, or she doesn't have any property, or she is not able to maintain herself from her husband estate, or her daughter, if she is having children, then also she is not able to maintain herself from her children, that is son or daughter. In that case she can claim maintenance from her father-in-law. But father-in-law is liable to pay maintenance only when he is having the any share in family joint family property. If he is having the possession of that property, then only he is liable, otherwise he is not liable. And if that widow has claimed the share in that joint family, and the share has been taken by the widow, then she cannot say father-in-law to give her the maintenance. And if that widow will get remarried, then this obligation of father-in-law will be ceased there only. Now let's come to section 20, that says maintenance of children and aged persons. So every Hindu is liable to maintain his children during his lifetime, and his aged or infirm parents. And here infirm parents mean that are physically challenged parents. So if whether the children are legitimate or illegitimate, they can claim maintenance till they are minor. If they will be major, so then they cannot claim maintenance from her father or mother. And if the unmarried daughter or infirm parents or aged parents cannot maintain themselves from their earnings or any property, then also a Hindu man has to give maintenance to them. And also in section 20, stepmother also is included if she is not having any children. So let's just come to section 21 that says the definition of dependents. So who are dependents? This is defined under section 21. So the dependents are of the deceased person only. So first is that his father, second is his mother, third is that his widow. If she has not been remarried, then she will be the dependent. Dependent are the person who can maintain, who can claim maintenance from you. So next point is next 2 points are really very important. First I will read it from Berek, then I will explain it. So it says his or her son or the son of his preceded son or the son of preceded son of his preceded son, so long as he is a minor, if he is unable to obtain maintenance. So in this case, dependent is his the person who is dead. His son is the dependent. His son's son is the dependent, and his son's is the dependent. Means that his own son, उसका खुद का बेटा, उसके अगर उसके खुद के बेटे की डेथ हो गई है तो उसका भी बेटा मतलब उसका पोता, और उसके पोते की भी, उसके पोते की डेथ हो गई और उसके पोते का पोता मतलब उसका परपोता, ये तीनों चीज़ें, उसका बेटा, उसका पोता और उसका परपोता, ये तीनों डिपेंडेंट होंगे अगर वो माइनर हैं और अपनी मेंटेनेंस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. तो इन द केस ऑफ ग्रैंडसन, if he the grandson is not able to claim maintenance from his father's property or mother's property, and in the case of great grandson, if that great grandson is not able to claim maintenance from her father's property, mother's property, and from and from her grandfather or grandmother's property. Now next point says his or her unmarried daughter or the unmarried daughter of his preceded son or the unmarried daughter of a preceded son of his preceded son, so long as she remain unmarried, provide and to the extent that she is unable to obtain maintenance. So it says that his own unmarried daughter and or the unmarried daughter of his son, and if in this case the son is died, and the daughter of the son, and also next is that unmarried daughter of a preceded son. मीन्स उसकी खुद की बेटी अनमैरिड होनी चाहिए, और उसकी पोती और उसकी परपोती, ये तीनों डिपेंडेंट होंगे उस डिसीड पर्सन के, एंड तब तक डिपेंडेंट होंगे जब तक वो क्लेम नहीं कर पा रहे अपना मेंटेनेंस और अनमैरिड हैं डॉटर के केस में. एंड इन द केस ऑफ ग्रैंड डॉटर वो मेंटेन नहीं कर, वो मेंटेनेंस अपने फादर या मदर से नहीं ले पा रही है, और इन द केस ऑफ ग्रेट ग्रैंड डॉटर वो अपने मदर फादर से भी नहीं ले पा रही और अपने ग्रैंड मदर ग्रैंड फादर से भी नहीं ले पा रही. तो इन केस में ये सब डिपेंडेंट होंगे. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट सेज दैट हिज विडो डॉटर, इफ़ शी इज़ अनेबल टू ऑब्टेन मेंटेनेंस फ्रॉम द estate of her husband or from her son or daughter if any, or his or her estate, or from her father-in-law or his father or the estate of either of them. सो अनमैरिड डॉटर कब तक क्लेम कर पाएगी मेंटेनेंस? जब तक वो अपने हस्बैंड की प्रॉपर्टी से नहीं ले पा रही, या फिर अपने बच्चों की प्रॉपर्टी से भी नहीं ले कर पा रही अपने आप को मेंटेन, या तो अपनी फादर इन लॉ की प्रॉपर्टी से नहीं कर पा रही या फादर की प्रॉपर्टी से भी नहीं कर पा रही. तो उस केस में उसकी जो वो होगी विडो डॉटर, वो क्लेम कर पाएगी. और नेक्स्ट इज एनी विडो ऑफ हिज सन और ऑफ अ सन ऑफ हिज प्रीसीड सन, सो लॉन्ग एज शी डज नॉट री मैरी, प्रोवाइडेड एंड टू द एक्सटेंट दैट शी इज अनेबल टू obtain मेंटेनेंस from her husband estate or from her son or daughter if any or his or her estate, or in the case of grandson's widow also from the father-in-law estate. So it says that कोई भी विडो उसके सन की वो डिपेंडेंट होगी, या तो उसके पोते की वाइफ अगर वो विडो हो गई है तो वो भी डिपेंडेंट होगी. किस किस केस में डिपेंडेंट होगी? जब तक वो अपने आप को मेंटेन नहीं कर पा रही अपनी खुद की प्रॉपर्टी से, या फिर अपने हस्बैंड की प्रॉपर्टी से, और या फिर अपने बच्चों की प्रॉपर्टी से, या फिर अपनी या फिर किसी और की, अगर उसके पास कोई प्रॉपर्टी है तब भी वो कम पड़ रही है तब भी वो डिपेंडेंट होएगी. और अगर ग्रैंडसन की विडो है तो अगर वो अपने फादर इन लॉ की प्रॉपर्टी से नहीं ले पा रही तब भी वो क्लेम कर पाएगी. Our next 2 point says his or her minor illegitimate son, so long as he remains a minor illegitimate son, that will be a minor, then only he can claim maintenance. After he will become major, then he cannot. And his or her illegitimate daughter, so as long as she remain unmarried, जब तक वो illegitimate daughter unmarried है तब तक वो maintain कर पाएगी. So that's it for this video, and next I will cover the remaining section, and I hope you like it. If you have any doubt, you can comment me down, and keep liking, keep sharing, and subscribe to our channel.